everybody. I'm Jessie Stone, and welcome to Bitch and Wine. Cheers.
Cheers.
We have these beautiful cups of tea. Yeah, we are not whining today. Not every day is for wine. Some days are for hot tea.
Today is a hot tea day.
And
for
a
sure.
cozy blanket and a dog on the couch. So today I have my friend CJ Deering with me. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What I love about CJ is I love a lot of things about you.
Well, thank you.
But when I've asked people to be on Bitch and Wine, they're like, what are we going to talk about? You know, that's an obvious question. Well, I asked CJ, I was like, you want to be on Bitch and Wine with me? And you're like, yeah, sure. Whenever. Let's do it.
There's always lots to talk about.
Still has not asked me what we're going to talk about.
Well, we'll just talk about whatever.
We can talk about a lot of things.
Jessie and I have lunch every Friday. We try to every Friday. So there's always something to talk about by the end of the week.
Yeah, we have to catch up on our gossip and figure out what's going on. This is Greta, by the way.
This is my dog, Greta. It's the Wonder Dog. Named after Greta Garbo because she's so beautiful.
Her is beautiful.
Yes, she is.
And she's very sweet.
She's a good dog. She's a boxer, in case you're wondering.
So this week's, issue of Rumble is about winter wellness.
Winter wellness.
And I think we're both experiencing our own problems with winter wellness.
A little bit.
Winter can be depressing.
It is a little depressing. It rained this morning, so I went out with my raincoat. Then at lunch, it was absolutely beautiful. And then I left tonight. It was so cold, I couldn't believe it. So
35 degrees.
I'm just all mixed up all the time. I just can't.
I thought about canceling.
Did you? Because it was so cold?
I was like, well, if I don't cancel, she might cancel.
Yeah.
And then we might cancel on each other tomorrow if we did it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just do it.
Just do it and get it over with.
We're just here.
Yeah, really. So, well, I moved here. It'll be 10 years in June. I moved here almost 10 years ago from Southern California, where it's, hot all the time. And my friends are so fascinated by the fact that I live in North Carolina. My nose is running a little bit. That they have the weather app set to Waynesville, North Carolina,
so they can see what you're...
They know more about the weather that's here than I do.
They're like, it's gonna snow. Are you okay?
Like, are you okay? Yeah, I mean, it's hysterical. They call, so.
Well, how have you adjusted to the weather here?
I've adjusted. I grew up in New Jersey, which has horrible weather, so this is not that bad to me.
Not too bad. So one thing I'm thankful for this holiday season is I get my sister.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And my little sister is moving has moved to Asheville from New York. She escaped the city.
Got out of the city.
And
Good for her.
I've got her in Asheville. So I'm excited about that, doing some Christmas stuff with her.
Well, and speaking of sisters,
you have yours coming down.
I have my sister's coming from New Jersey for the holiday. Right. And the interesting thing about that is that I didn't have a sister until 2 years ago. Should I tell the story?
For sure.
Okay.
Tell the story.
About 2 years ago, I got a text. I was at work, and I got a text that said, please call me. I've done Ancestry.com. I'm your sister. I've been an only child my whole life. I was like, what on earth? Well, it turns out my father, not a surprise, had an affair with this woman's mother and produced this child. And I went on Ancestry DNA a couple of, years ago, sort of forgot about it. And she went on Ancestry DNA and found out that I'm her closest relative. And she is my closest relative. Our DNA match is like, perfect.
And didn't she grow up like right down the street from you or something? She grew up in
the next town over from me in New Jersey. And she's 11 years younger than I am. And so all of a sudden, I'm not an only child anymore at my age. It was really kind of shocking.
Came, when y'all met,
so that was in
October.
That was in October, and then she came down for the holiday. I brought her down for Christmas that year, and we met. And she is just a cuckoo bird. I mean, she's just
the joy of little sisters.
It's very funny because in a lot of ways we're very similar, but in other ways we're like miles apart.
Yeah.
And whatever. So it's been an ongoing process to discover our similarities and our differences and try to adjust. She has another sister, but she likes me better than her other sister.
Well, duh.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't, right?
Yeah, that's what Leela tells me. You're my favorite sister.
I'm
your only sister. But Also, you're lucky.
Yeah, she did luck out. Yeah,
It's really, it is really interesting. I was gonna write a column about getting my little sister for Christmas because I remember I was 8 years old and my mom around Christmas was like, "You're gonna have a little sibling,"
There
and
you
I was
go.
so excited. Finally gonna have a little sister because I had an older brother and I worshipped him.
That's right.
And I wanted a little sibling to worship me.
Oh, there you go.
And a little sibling I could tell what to do, and that's not what happened.
I was going to say, I've met Lila. I don't see that happening at all.
It's the expectations of having a sister versus the reality of having a sister.
Yeah.
And that's still true today. You know, now I'm 35, she's 27. So she's an adult now. We can relate to each other, and we have so many things that we're so similar about.
It's funny,
and then things that we're just like
so opposite.
You're like, did we grow up in the same house?
Yeah.
I don't know who you are.
I know. Well, you don't look alike at all.
You don't think?
No.
I mean, we have red hair and freckles.
I think of her as having dark hair and she's sort of goth
She's
too.
She's got lighter hair than me. Hers
Really?
more orangey.
I guess I haven't. Maybe she
has
dyed
a mullet right now.
Oh
she's
my
probably
God.
She's gonna watch this and be mad at me that she had
busting
a mullet.
her on her mullet.
It's terrible. So what are you looking forward to this Christmas?
Well, just some time off work and whatever. I mean, there's hardly anything to do with the COVID business and everything. I don't really know what. And I thought we would go to that Lake Lure lighting, the lights. But I saw on the coupon it's only good till the 23rd or something.
Really? Is that Lake Julian or Lake Lure or
Lake Julian? That's what I can't remember now, but I saw it online.
They always do big lights, but then the Arboretum does the winter lights too, and they've done it this year where it's just a drive-through.
Right. Yeah, which would be fun.
I'm probably gonna do that. I'll get Leland and Ryan to do that.
That would be fun.
Trying to plan some Christmas stuff, but I kind of have liked kind of a more chill
Christmas
December. Because usually it's just crazy busy with things going on and parties here and parties there.
No one's having parties.
We've had no Women of Waynesville party. Smoky Mountain News couldn't have our traditional Christmas party. So it's been different.
Yeah.
But I've kind of enjoyed the downtime.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, she doesn't know. I haven't told her that there's no Santa Claus yet, so she's very excited.
Say such. And then you have your sister's coming down. So you'll have her here. We'll have to get our sisters together and meet.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
We should all go to brunch together or something.
That would be perfect because my sister is a musician and an artist, and you guys
so we have some
artists and
some
musicians.
Things in common.
Why are you licking me?
So what are your New Year's resolutions? Do you make New Year's resolutions?
I haven't made any New Year's resolutions for years because I never kept them to begin with. I just
setting yourself up for
totally. Yeah, the gym membership, all of that stuff.
Well, there won't be any of that. You'd have to wear a mask to go to the gym anyway.
Yeah. So no, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I finally, I busted myself.
I bought a planner already. A new planner. A goal planner for 2021.
A goal planner?
Oh, yeah.
Or gold?
Goal.
Goal. G-O-A-L?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. I do
what are your goals?
I don't really set resolutions, but, I like to start my year and know what I'm going to work on.
Right.
Work stuff and what projects I'm taking on and what I want to accomplish. So, every year we say, it's going to be my year, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm still going to try. 2021.
I gave
be
up
our
goals
year.
too. I gave up resolutions. I gave up goals.
Well, you've accomplished a lot.
There's
You've held your job now for
2.5 years.
So the running joke is because CJ has done one-woman shows at Hart Theater, and one of the ones you did was jobs I've had for a day.
Jobs I had for one day.
Right. So
and there are a few of them.
There's a few. So she's been through her fair share of jobs, but a couple years ago, we think we found her the one.
The job. I have a great job.
Yeah, so tell her about what you do.
Okay, my job, I work at the Sheriff's Department. I work in the county jail, and I'm an advocate for the female inmates. And it's very rewarding. It's frustrating. It's hard. Sometimes it's not what you would consider a fun job, but it is. I get to be creative, and I get to help people, and
it's never boring.
I love it. It's never boring.
You don't get bored.
No, never.
And that's usually the thing. You usually get bored.
boredom. But
it's too like these other jobs are just like
after a while.
you could do in your sleep.
Right. being the highly intelligent
So
being
she
that I
has
am.
found her calling. She is a great peer support specialist. So they're
Yeah.
lucky to have you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel they're very nice to me too. Me and I have a partner, Rick, who works with the men, and they just think we hung the moon.
That's awesome.
So that's a wonderful
good.
thing to feel is that you're really appreciated at your job.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thanks for joining me today.
Well, thank you, dear, for asking me and the
Coming over to
tea.
your home with this
Yeah.
wonderful tea.
I know
your
it's
sweet
very
dog.
cluttered. I'm embarrassed how cluttered it is.
Oh my God!
but
No, she has great art hanging on the wall.
Wow.
I love it.
Thank
Love
you.
your little cottage.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll
Okay.
see you next time
Happy
on
New
Bitch and
Year.
Wine.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah.